The news from Smithsburg. David Lids reporting, special video edition. And if it's a special video edition, there must be something big going on because we don't do these often. And usually when we do these, the big thing that's going on is a weather event. And it's February 13th, 2014. You might be able to guess what the weather event is. Yep, that's right. It's a big fat blizzard. Come up here from the south, I guess, off the coast. I don't know. I don't have a TV. I don't really watch the little spinny weather maps and all that. But on Facebook and Twitter, I hear stuff saying things like that. In any case, it's here. There's lots of snow outside. There's a rip-roaring wind. And we're going to go out and check it out because it is just gorgeous. We're also going to check in on our feathered brothers and sisters who are struggling a little bit. And maybe also our four-legged friends, too, if they'll let us have a glance. I saw a squirrel out there tussling with the birds to try to get to the bird feeder in 12 inches of snow and this ripping, whipping wind. And it was quite a sight. The poor little fellow all covered in snow trying to make his way. In any case, we'll have a look at them. And while we're on the subject of our four-leggeds, let's have a look at the four-legged members of the family and see how they're dealing with the storm. And there you have it. Earlier today, we were all down in the kitchen getting our breakfast, and they had a look outside. And normally, in the morning, they just can't wait to get out, to party outside, to chase after the birds and mice. But here is their response to the blizzard. That's Chaos. Hey, Chaos. What do you think? Ready to go out? No? All right. And here's Peace and Love. Peace and Love, what do you think? Want to head out and play in the snow? And here's our latest addition to the family, recently transplanted from Manhattan, New York City, Titus, who was an indoor cat in the city, as you can imagine. Let's see if we can get some light on that gorgeous face, Titus. Will you look up here? Huh? Will you look? There he is. There he is. Was an indoor cat, moved in with us during the summertime, and slowly has been making his way outside. But he too has had a look at what you see behind him and said, I don't think so. I'm good. I'm good, yo. So, let's go have a look, a preview of what we're going to go check in on. Maybe we can see through my gorgeous writing room picture window. I don't know if you can see that bush right down there. Over to the right, you can see the bird feeder. A couple birds, so it looks like maybe a couple ravens. No, not quite sure what those birds are on there right now. Maybe martins. In any case, to the left, you see that bush right against the fence, and there are the finches. I have a friend who calls them phoebes, or this sort of bluish-gray finch that come every winter and dine at my bird feeder all winter long. And there's a couple doves in there, and there's been a cardinal hanging around too. They're all huddled in that bush, I guess just on that side of the fence, because that's giving them a little shelter from the wind, but gives them proximity to that bird feeder. If you can see way back in my backyard, I don't know if you can see it from here, but between that fence and the shed is my brush pile, and that's normally where they shelter themselves in the winter. But I guess the wind might be whipping too hard across the yard there for them to get from there to the bird feeder. So we're going to go out there and see if we can't replenish that bird feeder, make sure there's plenty of food and suet in it, and then I may take some sort of piece of plywood too and see if I can put it up against that fence to give them a little more shelter from the wind, because they do not look like they're having fun. So let's go to it, shall we?